2018 is the year of the Earth Dog, and you have the sign of the dog. Now, this is usually known as your Grand Duke year. Now, what does it mean to be in a Grand Duke year? If you follow the traditional way, usually it's not such a smooth year. However, what it really means is probably there are more stress than usual, more pressure, more challenges, a little bit of emotional uncertainties, but that's it. It doesn't usually mean major problems. In fact, for those of you with the dog sign in your astrology chart, guess what? You do have two really auspicious stars. And if you take advantage of the energies that are coming your way, you can turn this year, 2018, into one of your most awesome years. Now, here's what you need to do. The first thing is understand the qualities of this star. The first star is called the Elegant Seal. Now, this star is particularly good for those who are in the creative lines. For example, if you are a designer, you're an architect, or you write books, for example, or you're an artist. This star is good for artistic pursuits. Now, even if you're not in artistic pursuits, but you intend to go into the creative field, well, this is a good star for it. Or if you pick up a subject that is related to arts or creativity, or you're trying to design something new, well, this is a good star for that purpose. Now, it really depends on what you try to do. Let's say this is one of those years where you want to branch out on your own, pursue a new study or a new skill, for example. Well, this will be a good opportunity for you to do so. However, if you're just thinking about doing nothing, or you don't intend to learn a new skill or a new subject or pick up new study, well, this star here has a side effect, and the side effect is loneliness. Yeah, this star actually is not so good for communication and connection. Well, think about it as an artist who has really eccentric type of personality and or preferences. Now, the Duke's arrival, this is a really interesting star. The Duke's arrival means that for this year, a lot of people are paying attention to you. All of a sudden, you get fame. Maybe a lot of people are looking what you do or observing what you do. So if you're one of those that like attention, if you're one of those that like to take selfies and get lots of likes on Facebook or on Instagram, well, this is it. This is one of those years that people do pay attention to you. In fact, they do pay attention to you on a more serious level in your work, in your work performance, in your school performance. So if you take this opportunity to step up your game, all right, to actually play out full force this year, in fact, you gain a lot of popularity. But if you're one of those people who, don't like attention, you're one of those that shy away from the camera, or you don't want to volunteer yourself, this year you're going to find a lot of unwanted attention, and in fact you find it really frustrating. So it really depends on whether you're going to accelerate, move fast, go forward, or maybe you're one of those that are afraid of all this attention that comes your way, then you're going to find it really frustrating. It's how you play your game. Now, in terms of negative stars, for those of you with dog in your chart, well, you have these four guys. Well, the first one is called the Grand Duke star. Now, Grand Duke star, as I said earlier on, it doesn't generally mean a lot of major problems. It does mean, however, maybe a little bit emotional, depressed, or maybe stressed out, a lot of pressure. Don't feel very easy. That's what the Grand Duke really is. And it affects older folks more. Now, it really depends on what you define as older folks. Nowadays, I ask people who are 75 years old and they think they're still young. What it does mean is you do need to take care of your health if you are of a senior age. If you're younger, well, you do have additional energy, and if you have a lot of energy and you don't find an output for it, you don't have activities, you don't want to go and do new things, for example, then it becomes a lot of frustration. Now, usually together with the Grand Duke star, there are two stars called the Sword Age and the Hidden Corpse. And the Sword Age indicates injuries, Hidden Corpse is an illness star. As I said earlier on, health is one of the concerns. If you're younger, you have more energy and you're going out, play more sports, and sometimes you get a slight injury here and there, and your health will be alright because you're taking care of it. I would say take some care and do some medical checkups. Generally for the dog this year, take care of stomach issues, digestive issues, and muscle and skin. That's what the health part you need to take note of. And of course, the heavenly loneliness, which is in line with the Elegant Seal star, is that sometimes you find that people don't appreciate the work that you do. Right? A lot of effort you have put in, you try to design your best work, you give your best effort, and sometimes people around you don't take notice of that, and or even you're surrounded by loved ones, don't feel that there's a connection. That's what these stars affect on you. It doesn't really cause you physical harm, but a little bit of emotional loneliness. Well, it's not a big problem for the year. It doesn't really affect your wealth and or your career performance. In fact, you have more energy than usual in 2018, and if you put all your efforts in your career and or your work, you're going to have a great year. Now let's look deeper into the study of astrology. Now the dog can appear in the year, month, day and hour of your chart. And to get your chart, you gotta go to joeyup.com/2018. That's the link that you see on your screen right now, or above or below at the comment section. It's joeyup.com/2018. Go there now and plot your chart and download the Thriver's Guide for 2018. It contains a lot more details about how you can thrive in the year of the Earth Dog. Now, if the dog appears in your year, whatever I said just now affects more on your social circle, your friends. In fact, you're going to have a lot of attention from your group of people, from your community, or from your work environment. If the dog appears in your month, well, there'll be work-related stress, lots of pressure, and sometimes you find that your work is not appreciated by your colleagues or your bosses or even the people around you. But nevertheless, you can do a lot of creative work because this year is good for all those that are related to creativity. Now, if the dog appears in the day, relationship-wise, a little bit shaky. In fact, it's a little bit unstable. However, you know what? All you have to do is take some time off, go and travel, go do something happy together, right? If you stay together doing nothing, looking at each other, sometimes you pick on each other's faults. But if you have something to do, have a journey and travel together and have fun, then you know what? You reduce the negative impact. Now, if the dog at the hour pillar, take note of your health. Make sure that your mental state, your emotional state, your heart state, everything is stable. Ensure that you have good energies all the time. I would suggest that you practice some Tai Chi or practice some Qigong, some energy, do some running, make sure your energy level is great. Now again, this is a general reading for those with the dog in the chart. If you want to find out your complete chart, you have different animal signs in different parts of your chart, go to joeyup.com/2018 and plot your chart, watch all the other videos, download the Thriver's Guide for 2018. So here's wishing you a fantastic, healthy and happy 2018. All the best.